Hello, everybody, wherever you may be from coast to coast and sea to shining sea. Welcome back to Ham Radio Live, where the world comes to talk radio. I am so grateful to see you. It is Saturday, April the 20th, 2024. We got a good show for you. A little bit of laughs to share. Plus, we'll have a great topic question everybody can take part in. Get some comments coming in from worldwide. We'll talk to you about your answer from last show. What's ruining amateur radio? Could be this problem. Plus, a whole lot more. Grab a chair, cup of coffee, and here comes Ham Radio Live. Release from an album the likes of will probably never see again. There were only 9 songs on the Thriller album, 7 released as singles. This was the last one, and all 7 reached the top 10, with 2 of them reaching number 1. Michael Jackson, with the help, of course, Vincent Price on this song. We're going to have to cut it before that part, because doggone, the show will be running too long then, won't it? What do you say? Grab a hold of a good old favorite beverage, sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Away we go, everybody. Hi, welcome back. Gosh darn, it's good to see you guys. It's so good to see you guys. Man, I have missed you. I really have. I mean, it's been like crazy. I got pneumonia, and then this week I had a couple of medical procedures done, but I was like, I've got to come back Saturday. I've just got to make it back. Thank you for being here. My hair's pretty long and moppy, but I am so glad to see all you worldwide. Thank you for coming back to the show. Let's find out who came here first, second, and third, and I hope you all have a little fun today. We're gonna really have a little joy today on the show. I hope you like it. First up, my dear friend Roger McKeon. And Roger, man, you've been through so much. I don't want to share the information if you don't want it, but my heart goes out to you, and you've got my phone number. I think only a few people have that, so you always can call if you need to. Roger, thank you for coming today, all the way from Spokane, Washington. Rodney in Holland. Hold on a second. We can't do it this way. It's just not right to do it this way. It's just that I haven't done this for so doggone long. It's been crazy. Yeah. Roger, get a big beep beep for him. Hey, Raj, welcome, buddy. It's good to have you, man. It's been a while. Rodney, welcome. Noise gate's too high now. There you go. Rodney, Papa Alpha 9 Romeo Whiskey. Always a pleasure. Big applause. Rodney's a dear friend. And Rodney, I thank you again for the GoFundMe you did. I couldn't believe it worked. And I thank you. Rodney, you are a dear friend. Thank you sincerely for being here today. Dwight Hitchens, my friend from the state of Pennsylvania. Give him some big applause, too. Yes, that's my shortwave mate. Dwight, welcome back to the show. It's always good to have you here. Dwight comes from the shortwave side, and I'm so grateful you came. Gosh darn it, Dwight, thanks for being here. We'll have a fun topic question for you today. Skeeter is here. Hi, Skeets. Kilo 7 Tango Romeo Delta. Welcome back to the show. Steve, this is the first time Steve didn't come in first in 5 shows. That's how good he is. From the UK, call sign Mike 1, Sierra Delta Hotel. Steve, welcome to the show. Gosh, it's good to see you, man. And Mike 1 has entered the show. Phil Myers with his beautiful wife, Kelly, Kilo Alpha 8 Golf India Mike. Hi, Larry and all. Not first, but still in our hearts you are. Yes. Oh, my goodness, Tom. Bless your heart, man. I was going to call you yesterday and say hello, but I had to have a medical procedure at dark 30, and it required 6 shots in my spinal area there in my neck, and I was just kind of so sleepy after that. So, Tom, thanks for coming. Sorry I didn't call yesterday, man. I always try and call Tom and Rodney, just say hello on Fridays. Try and do that. Thank you for coming all the way from Bahrain, right, Tom? You're in Bahrain right now, I'm assuming. Oh, no, you might still be in Bulgaria. Wow. Call sign, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey in Bahrain. His U.S. call sign and his SEPT agreement there for, the area in Europe is Alpha Echo 1 Tango Papa. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Big applause for Tom. Duke, welcome. He says, missed these streams. My goodness, me too, man. Thank you for coming today. Yeah, I miss you too. I've missed you a lot. It has been so hard to go through what every day has been, and I miss this part of my life. This is my time to, unless I receive something from my brother that says he's fallen, I can hear. So that's a cool thing. While he goes and walks, I can do a little bit of YouTube. So thanks, Rodney, for coming. I appreciate it. Also, Sam Weaver, he's here. Kilo Mike 4, Echo Oscar. And what I love about him is he comes from the great state of Alabama. He's a good guy. And, every time he comes, I try and play a little bit of that Sweet Home Alabama. So I'll do it here. Right? Sweet Home Alabama. There you go. Thank you very much for being here, Sam. You're a good man. Yes, you are, man. Gosh, I've missed you guys. Rodney, thanks for the like button thing. That's nice. That's nice when people like the videos. I don't ask for that. I don't, because I just hope you like it and you had a good time. That's the joy of the show. It's to bring you some laugh. And there's some laughs in this show. I hope you like it. Jonathan, Mike, 0, Juliet, Sarah, X-Ray. Is it Halloween already? Good evening, all. No, not Halloween, but it's going to be close. You'll wonder. I think you'll like it. Be a lot of fun today. Oh, Lionel, great to see you too. My gosh, I've missed you. Kilo Juliet 7, Oscar Foxtrot Hotel. Lionel, welcome to Ham Radio Live. Tom in Bahrain said, I was thinking Samar, Jonathan. Oh, look at this. W9 APE in the house. That's Kevin, first timer, and welcome. Hi, Kev. Love the call sign. Whiskey 9A. That is so big applause. Seriously. Kevin, my name's Larry. Welcome to Ham Radio Live. I'm glad you're here today. Truly mean that. What a treat. Geez, this is just great. We also have Hendo. That's a first timer. And I'm honored you're here. His call sign, Kilo Victor 5 Oscar. Good afternoon, everyone, from Cajun County, Louisiana. Okay, and let's give him some big applause. That's awesome. And Hendo, welcome, man. I am so grateful you're here. Welcome. My name's Larry Dio. And my call sign is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Interesting little story. This is kind of one of those weird Larry moments, but here you go.
And now, a Larry moment.
So yesterday, we were driving up to get the shots in my neck, and there's a car right beside us on Interstate 5 with the vanity call signs for, vanity license plates with your call sign on it. It was Kilo 7 Hotel Mike. Oh, close. It's like I wanted to reach out the window because Carol was driving and go, I'm Kilo 7 Hotel November. I'm good to see you, man. Yeah! We're only one letter off together. Jeez. That was so cool. Kilo 7 Hotel Mike. Man. Hendo, welcome. That's what I guess I'm trying to say. Thank you for coming. I love when first-timers come. It means a good lot to me. And Roger, thank you, buddy. If it's okay, for those that don't know, Roger lost Molly, his black lab, and had to put her down. She's his everything, man. I mean, you know how fur babies are, right? I call them fur babies. They're just real special to us, right? And Roger had to go through that hard part of saying goodbye to Molly. And that was a 12 plus year love, So, Roger, you're always in my prayers. And I'm always thinking about you and how I can be a good friend to you. So, I hope people give you a little bit of love today, Raj. You've been through an awful lot. Thank you for coming today. Jack Kelly. Hi, Jack. He's just south of me. Our towns are close, really. Albany, Oregon, very, very close. His call sign, Whiskey 7, Juliet Mike Kilo. We'll give him big applause, too. The Colonel Sanders emoji. That's awesome, man. Welcome, Jack. My name's Larry. Kilo 7 Hotel November up here in Independence, just a stone's throw away from you. Dallas says, how nice to see you, too. Was just thinking about yesterday with my longtime friend, Whiskey 9 APE, about Buddy Hex. Bless your heart. First of all, Dallas, thank you for coming. My name's Larry. It's an honor to say hello to you. I love that antenna. I really do. I've had it outside both winters. I've owned it. It's down now because, with the winds and stuff, and I've got to take time to get it back up again. But, it still does quite well. It's only about 12 feet off the ground with the mast that it has. But I love that antenna. I highly recommend that antenna to you and to W9 Alpha Papa Echo, because it's been an amazing antenna. Works like a charm, really does. And thank you, Kev. Good to see you. And Hundo, thank you as well. Fred, look at this. This is a first timer as well. This is Frederick H. Good sounding radio, buddy. 73 from Fred. Hi, Fred. Big applause. Fred, my name's Larry. Welcome. It's so nice to meet you. Welcome to Ham Radio Live. This is such a blessing for me. Thank you very much. And Duke, thank you. That's nice of you to say for Rogers. Rogers been through an awful lot. He's just, to lose your best friend like that is really hard. We've got a doggone fun show for you today. We're going to talk a good topic question. Plus, I've got some more information about the last show we did where we talked about what's ruining amateur radio. It's a segment I put together, and in all honesty, I hope it brings a laugh or two to you, because it did as I listened to everything. So I hope you guys truly do enjoy it. I'm also on shortwave on Over the Horizon Radio and WRMI, playing classics from the 60s to today. And I'm grateful. The show is aired worldwide. In fact, if you'd like to get the little schedule here since the time change came, 8 UTC Fridays on 5850 kilohertz. That's towards North America. But we've got signal reports. No kidding. I've heard them all the way from Moscow into China and Asia on 5850. That's 8 UTC Fridays. 9 UTC Fridays, 7780 kilohertz. That's towards Australia, New Zealand, Oceania. Then 2200 UTC Fridays. So Friday night on 9955 towards the Caribbean, Central and South America. Then at 12 UTC Saturdays on 15770, broadcast towards Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. Getting a lot of signal reports from those folks, and I'm really honored to get that. Then a double play North America way ends the broadcast schedule. First one's at 2200 UTC Saturdays, 9395 for North America, but it goes over the pole to Europe and out to the Pacific. I've heard that no kidding, that broadcast all the way from New Zealand and all the way down into southern Spain. It's amazing signal. It's 6 p.m. Eastern for folks here in North America, 2200 UTC for folks outside. And the final one is Sundays at 4 UTC, 9395 kilohertz. That goes towards North America as well. And I'm getting signal reports from Europe and all the way past Hawaii. So please take a look at it. If you have a question, especially if you have a music question, a music history question, please reach out to me at this email address. It's really fun to get emails where people ask about a song history, right? Or, for example, the last show I just cut, the gentleman asked from New York State, what was the biggest song of the 1980s? And it would surprise you, really. So if you have a question about music history, reach out to me, or if you want to make a song request, othrequests@gmail.com. That's othrequests@gmail.com. We get USL cards, EQSL cards all over the world, 4 per frequency. So if you catch the show worldwide, there are 4 different EQSL cards to collect. Here's a little bit of them from Europe. There's the first one, and then the second one, and then if you're getting the third one, that's that transmitter that sends out the show to you, and the fourth one is the tower array that goes towards Europe. So that's how you get the show. And today's topic question: What's the best radio or accessory you've ever bought? Now, accessories, okay, could be a amplifier, could be an antenna, could be a tuner, could be one of those, audio adjustable devices, kind of like the Heil Parametric or the MFJ product that helps to tune in the signal a little better so you're hearing more of that mid-range to bring a weak signal in. So let me know in the comment section the best radio or accessory that you've ever used, and we'll make it part of today's show. All right. Also, I do want to tell for newcomers, if you're interested in getting your amateur radio license, this is such a time to do it. We're going to have the solar weather and forecast for you coming up, but because we're in solar cycle 25 and we're right now just about at the peak, we're within months now of the peak, I think. It's a great time to get your license, and you can do that, but you need a local club to help you. Like I needed a club in Albany, Oregon. No kidding. This Albany club, they gave me the test, and I was licensed. Contact the American Radio Relay League. They'll find a club near you worldwide. Just reach out to them at www.arrl.org. Hit the contact us bar. Just let them know you'd like to get your amateur radio license and where you live in the world. They'll send you back an email with a local to you club that you then contact, and they'll answer your questions and they'll help you get on the air. www.arrl.org. Show email is info@hamradiolive.org. Thanks to Rodney and his kindness for putting together an amazing website. Rodney, thank you. Facebook, you can connect with me at Ham Radio, one word, Ham Radio, and then space live. That's how that works. Today's topic question: what's the best radio or accessory you've ever used? Let's take a look at your answers, and hopefully we will get some good answers on the show today. Just let us know in the comment section. Tom in I don't know if I'm going to say Bahrain or Bulgaria, but Tom somewhere out there in the world. Great surprise to see Larry here. My day just winding down. Was about to power up the HF, then saw the Ham Radio Live alert. Cheers, Larry, from Bulgaria. Well, Tom, thank you, sir. Wow. That's really cool. I'm grateful you joined us. I'm sorry, I should have just texted you and said, I'll be here tomorrow. But I did ask this question before cutting the show to Tom and Rodney both. Because it might be confused with being mean, and I'm not trying to be mean. It's all about being funny, all right? So I hope you get some kicks and laughs out of it. Both Tom and Rodney said, yeah, it would be good. Just do it a certain way. It'll be fine. So Tom, I hope you enjoyed that. Duke in Ontario, and today's topic question. This one doesn't apply to me, and doggone it, I wish it did. Well, you've got time. You can get great shortwave radios, man. Really decent shortwave radios now for about $100. And man, the world is yours. It really is. Because they're set to be able to work for the ham frequencies, so they're going to work sideband, right? And then they'll work great on shortwave too. So maybe something you can get in the future that you might enjoy. And here we are with Dwight, and this is a good one. Eaton Elite 750. Now, just a second. More water, please. It's warm in here. Eaton bought out Grundig, and Grundig made great receivers. They really did. They had the 750, and that was such an amazing receiver. Eaton kept it alive, just badged it with their name on it. But it's an amazing receiver with excellent selectivity and really good sensitivity, too. If you put a good antenna with that radio, you'll really hear the world. In fact, you're going to find that radio on the program today. I hope you enjoyed that segment, Dwight. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Kevin says Telecast LP 500 and 700 power SWR meter. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I've seen that. Let me see if I can just try and find it here real quick. I'm going to pop one thing off. Oh gosh, you know me. I've got to chew everything out. So it's the Telecast. Let's find it. Telecast. Go back. Sorry. Takes a second for Larry's brain to work. LP 500. So let's go the LP 500. Let's go the LP 700. So LP 700 photo. And then we'll take a look at it together. I think that's pretty cool because I've never seen it before. So this is the Telecast LP and images. That'd be helpful. And look at this. Hold on. Take a look at this. Let me get it on the screen. And then we'll just do a screen share real quick. Give me a second. I move one more scene in. Takes a second to do this. Give me a second. This is really cool. I want to be able to share this with all of you because it's really a neat thing here. This is it. This is the LP700 digital station monitor. Look at how beautiful that is. Man, that is really, really a piece of equipment. Thank you very, very much. I mean that. Kevin, good. That's a good on you, man. That's a good on you, mate. That's a nice SWR meter. Like that. Rodney in Holland, on today's topic question, best equipment by type. Oh, Rodney now is getting together with every piece we've got. Here we go. Best equipment by type, radio FKDX10, good radio. Antenna Mosley TA53, receive antenna ground loop. That's a big deal. If you have an antenna in port for receive on your ham radio, it's great. So he says ground loop amplifier, Heathkit SB220 microphone to date, that's his favorite, and acetate silver eagle. Rodney, man, you have just listed the whole thing. Let's try real quick. We're going to try and take a look at the Mosley TA53. If you've never seen it, let's take a look at it. So Mosley TA, and my mind doesn't work well. Sorry, Rodney. Mosley TA53. You'd think that would work okay, right? TA53. Couldn't remember the number. Let's take some images and share it with all of you. This is a 5-band high-power beam antenna with 4-element beam. And look at this. This is really beautiful. Here it is. This is beautiful. Here's the antenna he's talking about. Wow, Rodney, that's great. Thanks for adding that to the show. Seriously, that's a great antenna. When you can run into a piece of equipment that's a really good directional antenna, your world's going to change in amateur radio. It really is, because you're beaming in and you're hearing it better and you're transmitting it better. So, Rodney, thanks for adding all of that. And then Kev said telepost. Did I get it wrong then? Telepost. I apologize. Hold on. Let me try again. We'll get this right. Doggone it or else. I want to show some stuff because I think this is important to share some things that people have. So telepost real quick. Get this changed up, and then we'll get back to everything. And I hope you enjoyed today's shows. It's going to be fun today because we're going to kind of get into the last show. So telepost LP700. Maybe that's, oh my, okay. Still the same thing. It's just beautiful. Look at this. Again, take a look. This is what he's talking about. Nice piece of equipment. Looks great. Isn't that cool? It's it right there. The LP700 station monitor right there. Gorgeous. Nice piece of equipment. Thanks, Kev. Nice work. Thank you for that. That's a good thing. Then I hit the next scene. Okay. Sorry about that. Jay said, also, by the way, Andy New. Oh, Andy New, welcome. Good to see you. Mike 7, Charlie Union November. It's good to have you, buddy. Well, gosh darn, I'm grateful you're here. Thank you. I'm going to get you back to a different screen for me. Thank you. Andy, always grateful to see you. He says, my Kenwood TS590 Sugar Golf is hard for me to top. My Malahit DSP2 is the best little receiver I've ever used. That's pretty cool. The Kenwood is such a good piece of kit. It doesn't have the fancy screen, right? But it has a great front end, superior front end. Excellent selectivity on that radio, excellent sensitivity on that receiver. When you learn all of its little tricks, that radio becomes so valuable, much more than you think it's worth, really. It's a wonderful radio. Andy, thank you for sharing that. That's good. It's good to see you, too. Andy's call sign is Mike 7, Charlie Union November. Thank you. I want to also check real quick, Malahit DSP2. We'll try real quick, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes of the show. Just give me a second. Malahit DSP2, right? All right. Malahit DSP2. And then we go for images again, and this is it. Interesting. Hang on. I missed this one somewhere. I probably misspelled it. I apologize. Probably did that one wrong, Andy, so I hope you don't mind. Sorry, that's a nice... I love the Kenwood. It's a beautiful radio. Thank you so much for being part of the show. And I've missed you too, Andy. I've missed you. Bill Myers in Wisconsin. I ordered my ICOM 7300 just over 3 years ago, and I've used it ever since. I still love this radio. You know, it's good. When you find the radio that you're happy with, you keep it and you hold on to it. That's just common sense, right? And I feel the same way about the 7610. I mean, it was hard to sell the 5000, the Yaesu. But I just held on with like my hands hold on to the 7610. So I agree with you. Great radio. Thank you, Bill. It's a nice comment. And Roger says, good looking. Always good to make some contact with Duke. That'll be very nice. Skeeter says, DX Commander. That's a good piece of a kit. Well done, sir. That's a good piece of kit. And he gives you the best stuff. Callum is excellent at good equipment that's going to last you a long time. Mine would still be up in the backyard if I just didn't have problems with people mowing our yard, because I got 2 antennas back there that are both guide, right? So I had to pull the DX Commander down. So now there's only one that needs to be guide. And the yard guy, who's me, still has to get through it. But there you go. Dwight Hitchens, my traveling radio is a Texan PL330. It was under $100 when I got it. That's a good buy, and that's a good radio. Texan makes excellent receivers. They really do for shortwave, and they'll pick up the ham bands too. Bill Myers, I love the LP100A, and I really like it. That you have the LP100A and really like it. Sorry about that. Thanks for sharing your information. And Kevin, darn autocorrect. Okay. Don't worry. Rob Q. Hi, Rob. That's Los Angeles, California. Hi, Rob. Welcome. Rob's a good guy, and I'm grateful he's here. Really, really mean that. Rodney again in Holland, he says, DX Commander is indeed the best vertical around. I would agree with that. For the money, you can't beat it. Even if you're in, like, the States, right? Because Cal's in the UK. Just pay it. Just pay for it. You'll be thrilled with the product. It is well built. Mine never broke during ice storms. It was the only antenna that didn't break. It was just built so well. Callum takes time to really build a good piece of kit with good wires. Everything works the way it should, and it's easy to do if you want to change, for example, bands. Go from 15 to a 17 element, or maybe have them both on the antenna. You can do it. It's just such a good piece of kit. No kidding. Dallas Anderkin, the ELAD FDM Duo Radio. Dallas, it's good to see you. ELAD FDM Duo. Let's take a look at that, because it's just fun to do that. We haven't been together to do this for a while, so I enjoy this time that we're spending together. So ELAD FDM Duo. Let me take a look. I don't know what it is. FDM Duo Radio. Sure. Yeah, I'll spell that right too. Okay. Images. Oh, wow. Look at this. This is really nice. Hold on a second. This is a beautiful piece of kit. Hold on. Look at this. There it is right there. The FDM Duo multi-use SDR transceiver. Look at how clean that is. I mean, it's only got 6 buttons there. You got a couple of knobs, 3 to be exact. But that's a nice piece of kit. No kidding. Well done, man. Thank you very much. That's good. Thanks, Dallas. That's a good piece of kit. My goodness. John Hummel Newell, welcome. Saskatchewan is here. John, it's always a pleasure to see you. Victor Echo 5, Juliet Hotel November. Hello, Larry and friends. Glad to see you again. Me too. I'm glad to see you too. Thank you. Rodney says, Ham Radio Live, do you know if the company Akai still exists, especially in shortwave receivers? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I'll have to Google search that part when we do, because I don't know if they still do. They made good equipment, excellent equipment. Akai was especially well known for receivers. They really were. Good stuff. So Rodney, I'll have to Google search that at another time. Today's question, what's the best radio or accessory you've ever used? And now we get into a lot of fun. We start this by saying the DX Code of Conduct. And last show we talked about what's ruining amateur radio. And most people said DQRM, which means deliberate QRM, things like that. Okay, this is it. If you don't have a copy of it, stop the video and take a look. There's some really good stuff here, right, that you can use. For example, I will listen before before calling. I especially like this one here, number 9. I will not transmit when the DX operator queries a call sign not like mine. Or 8, I will not transmit when the DX operator calls another call sign not mine. 7, I will call and then listen for a reasonable interval. Listen to this carefully. I will call and then listen for a reasonable interval. I will not call continuously. And this brings us into a little story about let's just say the frequency, 28.425 on 10 meters. All you got to do is go on YouTube and YouTube search 28.425 megahertz, and the videos will all pop up. Here is number one, and I'm sorry, this is not meant to poke fun at anybody, but doggone, we're going to have a good time here. Here's the first video.
And how come you got a weird call sign? Most of them stations over there starts with a guff or a mic, but yours starts with a number 2. Why do you have a weirdo call sign?
Well, it's not a weird call sign, is it? It's the intermediate call here in the UK, over.
You gonna upgrade?
Of course I am.
Okay, good luck, 7/3. QCQ, this is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu.
Wow.
Hey, hang on a minute, is that it?
QCQ, this is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu.
Hey, Todd, that is very ignorant.
Well, I'm a redneck, you know. Rednecks are a little bit ignorant, but there's two things you'll never hear a redneck say. Those tires are too big, and I don't know anybody named Bubba.
You didn't even give me a signal report.
I don't do that anymore.
Well, what are you doing on this frequency then?
I can talk on any frequency I want to. I'm an extra. I'm an extra class redneck.
So there is someone that's making a little bit of problems, you know, just on the ham bands and giving someone who's being polite a rough time, right?
In the weeds, no signal. In the weeds, no signal, no copy. In the weeds.
Yes, all the time, and yeah, over and over again. It's like 3 seconds. Did you know that? When he calls DX, or he calls for call sign, it's always CQ 3 seconds apart. I have news for you. He's now also doing Parks on the Air.
Parks on the Air, this is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu. Parks on the Air, this is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu.
Park to Park, Kilo 3, Juliet Romeo Zulu.
CQ Parks on the Air, this is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu.
Kilo 3, Juliet Romeo Zulu, Park to Park.
3, Juliet Radio Zulu, we're not interested in Park to Park, but you're 590 3791, okay?
QSL, you're a 5-5 to Delaware, Kilo 0229.
Here's the second activator.
Hey, this is Kilo Delta 4, Bravo Victor Golf, and you're 59 Georgia.
Can I get your call sign again? I missed it.
Thanks, this is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu.
Can I get the second operator?
That's why we're not interested in Park to Park. The operators are bad. This is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu.
All right, I'm not putting you in my log.
Okay, sorry, a little loud. I'm not going to put you in my log. So now he's doing Parks on the Air, but not accepting Park to Park. Okay, I get it. There's a problem there. Certainly, he's not quite figured out Park to Park yet, okay? Okay, well, friends, here's a little bit more to Great Britain.
Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu.
Mike Whiskey 0, Golf India November.
CQ, this is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu.
Golf India November.
CQ, this is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu.
Mike Whiskey 0, Golf India November.
If you have an amplifier, please turn it on and tune it up so I can hear you.
Maybe you get a bigger antenna. MW0 GIN. I work perfectly fine everywhere else.
Yeah, stay weak, get no static, no signal, no copy.
Okay, 73s from Wales, 73s.
CQ, this is Kilo Charlie
What a class operator. Absolutely class.
In the weeds, no signal.
Yeah.
In the weeds, no signal, no copy. In the weeds. This is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu. Stop saying my goddamn call sign. Do you understand?
Okay, well, so anyway, he also is on the famous band Nighttime. Yep, 7.2 megahertz.
2012 or jump in the lake. When they say there's contest, or they put on their QRZ page, I like the contest, but they can't even make 10 contacts. Well, I've got it backed off a little bit so it don't splatter all over the place. You don't want to splatter all over the place. I got you. I can turn it up, but, you know. Okay, well, I'm waving a hand at you. 4 fingers and a thumb. It ain't the middle one. Anyway, that's 3. Yep, that's 4 fingers and a thumb. That equals a hand. My fifth grade school teacher told me that 4 fingers and a thumb was like shooting a flock of birds. Instead of just shooting a bird, she said they're shooting a flock of birds.
Okay, but one thing you got to give him credit for, all right? He will let you know if the frequency's in use, okay?
This is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu. CQ, this is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu. Absolutely, the frequency is in use by Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu. I've been on here now for 3 hours. This frequency will continue to be in use. Thanks. This is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu. Absolutely, I'm using it. This is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu. The frequency is in use by the Americans. Thanks. This is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu. Tango Victor Zulu.
It goes on. Why do we keep having this problem on 425?
I talk to who I want to. I'm an American. You don't tell me what to do.
Well, at least we know that he's kind of explained himself, right? I mean, what is he really, you know?
I'm a redneck, you know. Rednecks are a little bit ignorant, but there's 2 things you'll never hear a redneck say. Those tires are too big,
Okay.
and I don't know anybody named Bubba.
There you go, right?
This is Kilo Charlie 4, Tango Victor Zulu.
Yeah.
Stop saying my goddamn call sign. Do you understand?
Let's get the last one on 7.2 megahertz. He likes 425 on 10. He also likes 7.2. Here it is.
This is what you hear on 40 meters on 7200. Just
Dwight, look
listen
at the
to this.
radio. This is like
And they
Dwight's
talk
radio
about
he likes.
CB operators? Really?
FCC is not like this global governorship of communication, Scott. It's not. So if he wants to be an illegal operator or whatever, that's his prerogative. It's none of your business, nor can you do anything about it, and nor can the FCC do anything about it. Why? Because he's in Canada, Scott. Federal Communications Commission only applies to the United States of America. They do not go outside that jurisdiction to other countries. In other words, we're the low-hanging fruit. We are the low-hanging fruit. Really? Really? I did not know that. Oh, wow. Wow. I guy. You know that. It's over.
Okay. Okay. Isn't that fun, right? That's not amateur radio. That's not the way it's supposed to be. But there's one video left that's even worse than that one.
This is what you hear.
Can you make a word out of any of this? And this is illegal. You don't do this.
You are a total piece of crap on amateur radio.
That's it. Yep, that's it, right? But why does he keep doing it?
I'm an extra class redneck.
Yeah, okay.
Now, I say cut that out. What's it all about, boy? Elucidate.
You know, that is not. If you're thinking about getting your license, InfoDog has the best comment under this set of videos. I hope everyone realizes that 99.9% of people from the South don't talk like this stupid hick, nor do any hams I know listen to their garbage on 7.2 or anywhere else. He's right. This is unfortunately a problem that we have. And you know, in all honesty, I mean, it's up to the FCC to do something about it if this is all as bad as this looks like. But when you go on YouTube, and all you have to do is put down 28.425 and then hit enter, it will fill with these videos. I don't know. It's not my thing. And I don't like to put people down because I don't do that by nature. But when you see all these videos, it's just like, it's incredible. It really is. So there's hopefully a little bit of fun, you know?
Surely there must be something you can do.
I'm doing everything I can.
Yeah, I know.
And stop calling me Shirley.
Excellent. Okay. Let me catch you up with some stuff for this weekend. First, contest calendar. There's some good stuff. We've got the Texas State Parks on the Air going on right now. It really is. And what's cool about this is it's running right now through about 0200 UTC tomorrow. So folks that want to work, you know, Texas Parks on the Air can do it. And they can do it again tomorrow from roughly 1400 until about 2200 UTC, right? Nebraska QSO Party is this weekend as well. It's on now through 2359, maybe 0100, I suppose, on Monday, the way this one looks. The CQMMDX contest, also, it's working right now through the end of Sunday at 2359 UTC. Ontario QSO Party is running, and this is a little bit, they've got kind of two spots. So they're running tonight. Oh, hello, Jack. Sorry. They're running tonight from 1800 until 0600. And then they come back again and go from 1200 to 1600, 1200 to 1800 UTC. So there's some good stuff going on. And the Quebec QSO Party also, the folks there have a good QSO Party as well. And if you're looking for Quebec, they're on from right now until about it'll be tomorrow, excuse me. It'll be at 16, I do this every time, 1200 UTC Sunday until about 2300 UTC on Sunday as well. DXPedition, look at some of these. These are good to get. Chad, very hard to get. That's up to April 30th. Call sign Tango Tango 8 Romeo Romeo. So it's Tango Tango 8 Romeo Romeo. This is a new add to the DXPedition calendar. It's 80 to 6 meters, sideband, Morse code, radio teletype, and FT8. So look for them. Tango Tango 8 Romeo Romeo. Chad is not easy to get. Svalbard, very hard as well to get. That's up the farthest part. Really, I got corrected on this, and the people were right. The farthest north community in the world. And they're on the air 80 to 10 meters, sideband plus digital through the 21st. Call sign Juliet Whiskey 8. Echo Kilo Alpha to get Svalbard. And finally, Bhutan. That's not easy to get Bhutan. Call sign prefix is Alpha 52. So again, Alpha 52. It started on the 18th. It'll run through May 8th. And again, call sign Alpha 52 prefix, 40 to 6 meters, sideband, Morse code, plus digital. And then as we go out just a little ways, Market Reef comes back. That's a hard one to get. April 27th through May 4th, call sign Oscar Juliet 0 Tango. That's Oscar Juliet 0 Tango, 160 to 6, sideband, Morse code, some FT8. And again, that's a really hard location to get. And then way down at the bottom, Rwanda, another difficult place to get. 9 X-Ray 2 Alpha Whiskey. That's 9 X-Ray 2 Alpha Whiskey, HF, sideband, Morse code, FT8, and FT4 running 100 watts. The weather powered by ICOM. ICOM for the love of ham radio. And here is the solar flux indicator here. Look at conditions, marginal. It should be better than this. When we're talking about great conditions, we usually look for an SFI, solar flux index, of 150 or higher. That's good conditions. We want a K index to be at 2 or less. That's been the problem the last few days. We've had a very high noise floor, which is your K index. Just look at this. This is today. No, sorry, this was Tuesday. Okay, SFI 178. Okay, and the geomagnetic, the K index was quiet, which was great. Currently, here is the sun. Look at this. There are 12 sunspot regions on the sun right now, and our solar numbers have skyrocketed. Look at this. SFI 213, that's down 14 from yesterday, but it was 227. It's huge. So we have some excellent conditions coming, and unfortunately, it was fairly loud yesterday, quieting down late today, and it should be real quiet coming up on Sunday. The other issue here is 10 meters and where it's going. The end of the day, 10 meters is right about 47 degrees north right now. So to get 10 meters, you have to wait until just before sunset, maybe an hour or two before sunset, and you'll work 10 meters and you'll work the world. Look how far south 10 goes. 10 goes all the way to the tip of Antarctica. See that? So you folks in Britain and in Spain and Germany and in where Tom's at in Bulgaria and Nikolai in Romania, you've got a clear shot there to Antarctica. Great conditions, just fantastic right now. Forecast, SFIs will rise again this week. We'll see a little bump. Watch for some coronal mass ejections that can make some noise floors. As we get closer to the peak, we're going to see a lot more CMEs and a lot higher solar flares. 10 meters, right about 47 degrees north now. All modes available to you at 20, 17, 15, 12, and 10 meters, providing you're just about 47 degrees or so north. You should be just fine. Just a second. Larry's done a lot of talking and needs a little drink. The evening amateur radio, SFIs slowly should rise again this weekend, a little bit maybe. I don't think it seems to be like a 20 or 30 bump, but we're going to get a bump, I believe. Nighttime amateur band, it's great conditions, 160, 80, 60, 40, 30. And remember, your maximum usable frequency is always your best friend at sunset. Work it until it goes out and go to the next lower band. Shortwave listeners, a great weekend to DX Shortwave, especially tomorrow as noise floors will go down. SFI is fantastic for great DX. Daytime shortwave 31, 25, 22, 19, 15, and 13. Nighttime shortwave SFIs are good. The noise floors, they're getting quieter. So Sunday, Monday, good conditions. Nighttime shortwave, 120, 90, 75, and 60, 49, 41, 31, 25, 22. And the 19-meter band is open to the southern hemisphere. It should say 3 hours here. It really doesn't. It should say that it's going to be open for about an hour in the evening there, because the solar flux index are so good. But in the northern hemisphere, it should be that the SFI is going to be strong enough to keep you really very, very happy and making some excellent calls. I want to share something with you now. Let me do this real quick. For fans that don't know this, and this news came out recently, I'm going to kind of change my scene here real quick. and lets you read this. This just came out. Longwave radio fans mourn fading frequencies. And what's happened is BBC is now getting off of longwave. It talks about, as he turned the dial gently but purposefully, the sound of people speaking in foreign languages and the lilt of unfamiliar music burst through a haze of crackle and buzz. And he talks about, his name is Clint Govia, the person that they talked to, was only about 7 years old at the time, listening to longwave radio in bed late at night. He said, I could hear all these voices from far away. It inspired me to want to see the world, even when I got older, to travel, which I eventually did. Back then, in the late 1970s, there were dozens of longwave stations broadcasting. Now only a handful are left. Among them are those in Denmark and Iceland, but they are due to shut by the end of 2023 and during 2024, respectively. The BBC still broadcasts Radio 4 on longwave as well as on digital radio, FM, and online. However, separate scheduling of BBC radio programs on longwave will end in March next year. For example, Test Match Special will not be available on longwave. The longwave future of the BBC's longwave output is far from certain. So for folks that didn't know that, that's pretty much the end of the BBC being on longwave. And that's a pretty big loss. Jack is wanting to be up on Dad's lap, so bear with me. That's a big loss to people who like longwave. And longwave, remember, is going to be below 530 kilohertz. You start to hear the world, and BBC's been famous for decades to be on longwave. That's a huge loss in the community. It really, really is. So hopefully maybe somebody changes their mind. Maybe they'll be able to, make it all work out. Today's topic question is, what's the best bit of kit? Maybe it's a radio, could be an antenna. Okay. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Could be an amplifier. It might be an antenna. Something you have that you like. Let us know. Make it part of the show. And InfoDoc, by the way, that is the topic of the show. You made the comment in the show there. Thank you. Not everybody is like this in amateur radio. So please, people who are thinking of getting their licenses, don't worry about that. That's just such an exception. But because there's so much content on YouTube, if you just search 28.425 megahertz, you'll find a plethora of videos to watch if you like that stuff. Aaron Lutt says, we got 10 inches of snow 2 days ago and it's over half gone already. Big applause. Bet you're happy about that, mate. That's good to hear. I think we've got everyone's comment here. Oh, Rodney, he says it's not exclusively an American thing. We've got a lot of them over here too. And you know what? He's right. That happened a lot during the, not Svalbard, sorry, Bouvet Island. Sorry, Jack. You're not going to get hurt by it. I need to move you. That happened a lot during the Bouvet Island DXPedition. I mean, people were just deliberately QRMing them, so they had to go to FT8 and FT4. It was a shame. Rodney, you're 100% right. And Bill, puppy, yes. Yep, there's Jack. Jack is like really kind of pulling on Dad, so there you go. I think I've got all your comments. InfoDog, there's another abusive idiot in SoCal that trashes 3862. He thinks he's well educated. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Oh man. And Rodney, thanks for this is part of what you get on the Ham Radio Live website. You get all the weather information and you'll know what's going on right away at your fingertips. And that's courtesy of Rodney. Rodney, thank you again for doing that. Duke says, well, I've heard enough evidence to know that several frequencies on several meter bands are all no-go zones. Too many of them, and the FCC and Ofcom, our own regulators, etc., can't barely act. They will. Give them time. They try. And he also says the BBC doing away with longwave completely disadvantages mariners, sailors, because the shipping forecast was such a helpful tool for ships going in and out of the UK and their crews. They'll still be able to do that. They'll just use different frequencies, but it's too bad we don't get those frequencies. Right. Seriously, it was interesting. And he also says, and this is a neat comment, says, and quite frankly, the shipping forecasts were all very calming. Nice comment. Radio's pretty cool that way. Yeah. And Rodney says, yeah, that deliberate QRM that was coming from Europe cost him getting the QSO from Bouvet Island. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, Ham Radio Dude's here. Big applause. He says, I see the Cubs pennant. Woo! I was going to wear my Cubs t-shirt earlier. I'm a big Cubs fan. I just liked the abuse, I guess. But man, in 2016, on November 2nd, it was 10:02 Pacific. I came to my knees and I bawled like a baby because they finally won the World Series. Never, ever will I forget that moment. Oh, boy. Anyway, today's topic question has been your best radio or accessory you've ever used. I was really close on the Mercury, the new Mercury amp, and I hadn't sold my amplifier I have yet. And I couldn't because there was too much going on. I was sick. I tried to tell the folks at Mercury, I have pneumonia. Can I wait? Can I bite in a little bit? Nope. They go to the next person in line. So I got to start over again. But I would love to try that because I've heard great things about Mercury. And, you know, my favorite has been the Buddy X. It's just opened up the world. It's a great example of spending more money on an antenna and spending less money for a transceiver, sorry. You'll just be so happy because the doggone thing's going to hear everything and you're going to make more QSOs. It's a really, really good thing. Absolutely. Ham Radio Dude says, let me know when you're in Chicago. I'll have tickets into the game. Big applause. Yeah. We were there. Okay, so when we went to get this one, sorry, he's getting heavy. We went to get little Jack and his sister Jill. We flew into O'Hare, right? And we had to go to Northeast Indiana to pick them up. But anyway, we saw a Cubs game last year. It was against San Diego, and it was so cold, man. It was like 40 degrees. The wind was blowing. It was cold. And finally, in the 7th inning, Karen's like, well, you want to go now? I said, no. No. She's like, I want to sing Go Cubs Go if they win. And she's like, oh gosh, Larry, I'm freezing. Can we please go look at some souvenir shops? So we had to see the Cubs win sign outside, and then everyone singing Go Cubs Go. And of course, we were outside at the souvenir shops. Oh gosh. Another Larry story. So close, yet so far. Look at this. Hen Frilengi. Good evening from Scotland. Good evening to you too, Hen. Hi. My name's Larry Dio. It's an honor to have you. Thanks for coming to Ham Radio Live. I mean that sincerely. Thank you for coming. Oh man, what a treat. Kevin, welcome back. Mike Zero, Mike Charlie Lima. Best radio accessory for me, my Bengali sculpture arrow, straight Morse key. That's awesome, man. Good for you. Good for you. And you know, I admire people who are good at Morse code. I wish I was. I've tried. I wish I was, because it's an art that we all should have. And I think people who do it, look at this. His best accessory is this straight arrow Morse key. That's cool. Man, that's just really cool. It doesn't have to be something big. It could be something small. It's really good. Kevin asked the question, is that an Electric Voice RE20 or an RE320? I have the 320 and love it. This is the 320. Yeah, 320. And this one here, sorry for shaking everything. Yeah, make sure I get the goop off of it. It's been sitting for a while, and Larry hasn't used it. Sorry, Jack, watch your nose, buddy. Watch your nose. This is the RE27. So I've got two of them, and I really like the sound of this one better. It's a good question, Kev. Thank you for that. Yeah, very much. Tom says, getting my remote station online is top of my list. Tom got himself a really nice setup. He's got the Flex Radio 6400. He bought the Maestro, and he bought some little bit of accessories when he bought the radio, and he loves it. I mean, he brings the Maestro to work with him just to listen what's going on. And honestly, I love that setup too. Great work, Tom. Thank you. Bill Meyer, it's April 24th, be my 1-year anniversary of being on the air for the Mercury 3s. Don't tell me stuff like that, man. Oh, no. What are you here 1 year? I got sick and I got to wait again for a year? Oh, gosh. No. Thank you for sharing. He says, it's my retirement gift to myself. Good for you, man. It should be. Should be, absolutely. And Kev, thanks very much. What I like about this microphone versus the 20 or 27 is this one just sounds a little crisper. It doesn't have too much bass to it. I found the 20 to be really bassy, even on its less bassy setting. The 27 is close to this, but I think this gives more full sound. I like the 320, my personal opinion. Thank you, Kevin. It's an honor again to have you. Thanks for coming today. This has made my day, so thank you very much. I mean that sincerely. Okay, guys, we're going to close because Jack's getting heavy and Larry's arm is getting tired. But first, we've got the Angry Hams. Yes, we do.
How'd you like that song by those prairie dogs?
Well, there's a number I could go for. Gopher!
Excellent. Yep, gopher. Perfect. All right, first question. I got 4 today. Yep, 4 questions. First question. Some amateur radio antennas require a counterpoise. Which of the following is typically used as a counterpoise? All right. Is it A, a matching network, B, an antenna tuner, C, guy wires, or D, a ground plane? All right. A, B, C, or D. Find out if if North America wins or the world wins. Good luck to everyone. We'll give you a cha-ching and some big applause. There you go. Actually, that's the real applause, not the big applause. But this one here is just a simple question. First up, Bill Myers in Wisconsin, Kilo Alpha 8 Golf India Mike says it is D as in Delta, ground plane. And you know what? He got it right. How about that? Nice job. All right. We're getting off very good here. North America starts off in the lead. Good. Rodney, thank you. You got D as well. John Hummel Newell in Canada got D. Hen got D, and Steve in the UK also with D. Skeeter, everyone knew this. I didn't fool a person here. And Andy New is a wizard at these, so be careful because he's here and he can just poach these questions quick. Second question of 4. Of the following choices, what phrase is commonly used to conclude a voice QSO with another ham? Yes, other things might be said, but choose among the following for the best answer.
Rednecks are a little bit ignorant, but there's 2 things you'll never hear a redneck say.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Is it A, over and out, B, 73, C, closed, or D, CQ? A, B, C, or D? First one right. I'll give you the cha-ching, and that's a bit loud, but I'll give you some big applause too. Good luck. See? Andy knew. First in. He has the answer B. 73 is what's used at the end of a QSO. He's 100% right. And here you go, Andy. Good job. Oh, man. Over and out. That'd be great. Can you imagine? Well, over and out. That person on the other end is going to go, what? What? Over and out? What the heck is this? Over and out. Next question. Okay, so there's a tie game right now. What does the term bug refer to as relates to operating your amateur radio station? Is it A, a device used for covert surveillance? B, a semi-autograph telegraph key? C, something has gone wrong in your equipment? Or D, a voltage spike on transmit? So again, what are we talking about when we talk about the word bug in amateur radio? A, B, C, or D. First right gets cha-ching, and we'll give you some claps. Good luck. And Aaron has to make it worse. 10-4, good buddy. Yep. Moving on. Kevin, first in. He says, voltage spike on transmit. Kev, you're close, but not quite. Bill in Wisconsin, he has B, Kilo Alpha 8 Golf India Mike. He says a semi-autograph radio telegraph key, and he is 100% correct. Well done, sir. Claps. Okay, so now North America takes a 5-point lead, and points really don't matter because there's no prize here. And everybody just plays along from all the continents, which is always fun for me. Thank you guys all for coming. We have a last question today, and I'm grateful to have this. Hey, by the way, we've got a good, fun commercial to end the show and a brand new sign-off that we've never had before. By the way, welcome, Grant Bob. Good to see you again. Thanks for coming, buddy. Nice to see you. John Earnshaw, he also is new. John, welcome. My name is Larry Dio. Call sign Mike 0, Juliet Foxtrot Echo. John, I'm Larry Kilo 7, Hotel November. It is truly my pleasure to say hello to you. Welcome to the show, John. Thank you. Sorry for shaking everything too much. I mean that. Thank you for coming, all right? Last question. The 160-meter band went to war during World War II to be utilized in radio navigation system called what? Was it A, GPS, B, ELF, C, LORAN, or D, ASDIC? A, B, C, or D. First one that gets it right gets cha-ching and some big applause to end the show. There you go. Again, 160 meters went to war during World War II to be utilized in radio navigation systems. What was it called? A, GPS, B, ELF, C, LORAN, or D, ASDIC? Kind of, yes. And thank you, John. I mean that. Thank you. What a treat it is to have you today. Bill Myers, first one in with Kilo Alpha 8 Golf India Mike, C, LORAN. And you know what's interesting? He got two of them correct today. We're going to make him get some cha-ching and big applause. Let's do both. There you go. Yeah, it's LORAN. It was the radar. The Brits were so ahead. The folks in Britain were so ahead in radar. They really were. They were famous for making it work and the first ones to develop it. And they used 160 for LORAN radar. True story. Yeah. Bill, thank you. Also, Hendo got that right. So did Steve. So did Andy New. Tom says C. Correct. Hen got it right. Grandpa, you guys around the world. Look at you. No one got it wrong. Congratulations, everybody. That's good. No one got it wrong. Yep. And Rodney, bless his heart. End of questions. Okay. Yeah, that's fun. Guys, we had a topic question today. What's the best radio or accessory you've ever used? This guy's getting heavy. You know, I like my 7610, but I love the Buddy X. It's been a great antenna for me. But the best radio or accessory I've ever used, whatever, I've just enjoyed coming on YouTube and doing this with you guys. Seriously, I have missed y'all so much. This has been hard for me because this is my time to just be me and have fun with you. Thank you for waiting for me to come back. I'll be back sooner this next time. Promise you, I'll be back sooner because I feel great right now. And I want to thank you for your friendship. If you knew the story of how this show came to be and you really understood all the things I went through to get here, it would blow your mind. But I want to tell you the truth when I say thank you. You guys all are truly a gift to me. My name's Larry. My call sign, Amateur Radio, is Kilo 7 Hotel November. I've had a blast with you guys. I've had a ball with you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today on Stop. No, make him stop. Holy God. Wherever you may be around this world, here comes the commercial. It's from the old days, from ABBA. Hope you like it. And wherever you are, best 73s. God bless you and goodbye, everybody. Oh, Dak.
ABBA's greatest hits.
Mamma mia, here I go again.
15 unforgettable tracks on one great album.
So when you're near me, darling, can't you hear me? S-O-N.
Including their very latest chartbuster, Fernando.
Stars so bright, Fernando.
From Waterloo to Fernando, ABBA's greatest hits, out now.
What's this stuff? Some cereal. It's supposed to be good for you. Did you try it? I'm not gonna try it. You try it. I'm not gonna try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't eat it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
When you bring life home, don't tell the kids it's one of those nutritional cereals you've been trying to get them to eat. You're the only one who has to know.
On BBC One, I wish you all a very good night. Thanks very much, everybody. Thank you, BT13. Good night.
It's time to say goodnight. We hope you've enjoyed Channel 2's programs. However, the World Parade continues on Sky. News as it happens direct to your living room 24 hours a day from the world's leading and most authoritative news gatherers. Tune in now to Sky News on the Sky Entertainment Channel. It's Good Night from Channel 2.
In the weeds, no signal. In the weeds, no signal, no copy. In the weeds. I'm an extra class redneck.